So what exactly is a ribosome? The best way to think about it is as the cell's personal 3D printer for proteins. Its one and only job is to take the genetic blueprint and translate it, piece by piece, into a functional protein. It's the essential bridge between information and action.
Okay, to really get how this factory works, we gotta look at its parts. See, the ribosome isn't just one solid piece. It's this really elegant, two-part machine designed for a very, very specific job.
Think of it kind of like a hamburger bun. You've got a top piece and a bottom piece. On their own, they're just floating around in the cell. But when it's go time, when it's time to build a protein, they come together and clamp right down on the genetic instructions.
And this is where you see this perfect division of labor. The small subunit, that's our decoder. Its job is to read the blueprint one letter at a time. Then you have the large subunit, the builder, which takes the raw materials and links them together in the exact order the decoder just read. So one reads, the other builds. It's a simple, elegant, and incredibly effective system.
All right, now that we know the parts, let's see how this assembly line actually runs. This whole process is called translation, and it's truly one of the most fundamental processes in all of biology.
So for our factory to work, we need three key things. First, we need the mRNA, or messenger RNA. This is basically a temporary photocopy of the blueprint that travels out from the DNA. Then we've got tRNA, or transfer RNA. These are our delivery trucks, and each one carries a specific building block. And finally, you have the amino acids themselves, the 20 different types of building blocks that all proteins are made of.
So this whole thing unfolds in three main stages. It all kicks off with initiation. That's when the mRNA blueprint arrives, and those two ribosomal subunits see it and clamp down on it to get started. Next up is the main event, elongation. This is the assembly line in full swing. The ribosome just scoots along the mRNA, reading the genetic code 3 letters at a time. For every word it reads, the correct tRNA, our delivery truck, pulls up with its specific amino acid. The large subunit then forges a bond, linking that new amino acid to the growing chain. This just repeats over and over again with incredible speed and precision. And finally, we hit termination. The ribosome gets to a stop signal in the code, which tells it, hey, job's done. The brand new protein is released, and the two ribosomal subunits just pop apart, ready for the next assignment.
And that quote just nails it, doesn't it? The ribosome's function is translation in the truest sense of the word. It takes the 4-letter language of our genes and perfectly converts it into the 20-letter language of proteins, which is really the language of life itself.
So, why does all this matter? I mean, why should you care about this tiny little machine? Well, this isn't just some abstract biology lesson. The ribosome has massive real-world implications for life, for evolution, and for modern medicine.
The implications are just huge. First off, it is essential for all known life. It's simple. No ribosomes, no proteins, no life, period. Second, it's a huge deal in modern medicine. You see, bacterial ribosomes are just a little different from ours, which makes them a perfect target for antibiotics that can shut down their protein factories without messing with our own. And third, it's like a window into the deep past. The ribosome's core is so ancient and so consistent across all species that it's basically a molecular fossil, giving us clues about the earliest forms of life on Earth.
And get this is pretty wild. About half, that's 50%, of all the antibiotics we use today, drugs you've heard of like erythromycin and tetracycline, they all work by doing just one thing: jamming the gears of bacterial ribosomes, stopping their protein factories dead in their tracks. That's how critical this little machine is.
So the next time you think about what keeps you going, look past the big stuff like organs and systems, and just for a second, think about the ribosome. It's a molecular machine perfected over billions of years of evolution, just humming away inside every single one of your cells. It's the unsung hero that turns the code of life into the reality of you, and really makes you wonder, what other secrets does this ancient, perfect machine still have locked inside?